How's it going, everybody? It is Friday, 7:09 p.m. Hey, my brother texted me. Anyway, it's Friday, and I have a 12-hour shift that I have to work tomorrow. But I've decided that after that, I'm going to go on my first ever solo overnight excursion camp out on the Chattahoochee River. Last time I had the boat out, I had absolutely zero issues. So, knock on wood, it's going to be that way this time, too. Oh, yeah, perfectly fine. So as of right now, I think we pretty much got everything that we need that we don't have to go get from the store. So tomorrow on my lunch break, I'm gonna go get, I don't know, drinks, waters, hot dogs, sausage. I'm gonna be using hot dogs as catfish bait just because it's so cheap and easy. And then charcoal, ice in the cooler. Oh, should be good. It is now 5 in the morning. Also, how's that crisp camera quality? When I started this channel, I went and bought like a $180 GoPro and all the accessories for it. This is just my wife's old phone. But yeah, I'm gonna go to work and on my lunch break, get a bunch of shit that I need for the trip. And after that, we gonna go to the river. Well, I'm back and it is 12:30. Which means my lunch break is officially over.
Just a heads up, I'm here by myself and work is kicking my dick in right now.
All right, the good news is I got let out a little bit early, so it is now 5:55. Bad news is it gets too dark to do anything outside at like 9:15. I probably have 3 hours and 10 minutes to get home, get everything loaded up into the boat, take the boat to the boat launch, drive the boat probably 12 to 15 miles, and then get camp set up before it's too dark to do anything. So, you know, it'll be fine. I'm worrying too much. We all know God loves an idiot. Yeah, this guy's got a fuck it bumper sticker. Got the boat. It is 6:44. Probably be about 5 minutes until we get to the boat launch. So, making pretty decent time. Still gonna be cutting it close regardless. Seen this many people here. All right, well, I'm now in the water. Boat seems to be doing okay. It shut off on me twice when I first put it in the water, but it seems to be doing fine now. I'm tickled pink with this little 20 horsepower motor. Pushing this about 24 pretty comfortably. I mean, I'm a big guy. I weigh 320, and this boat is loaded down with all kinds of gear. Well, that little 20 horse just loves it. But yeah, I put the boat in at Glass Bridge, and it was busier than I've ever seen it, but really everybody knew what they were doing, and it went by pretty fast and without a hitch. By the time I put my boat in the water, there was room on the dock to tie up, so really was no big issue. You gotta love a V-hull boat. This thing just powers through chop like it's no thing. Well, I'm coming up on a potential spot, a little jut of land. Actually, no, that's just a reed bed. I thought that was like a grassy little flat spot. Well, that's not gonna work. Let's keep going. It's a cool little island, but again, no sand. So in the spirit of running out of time, cheers. The only sandbars that there are completely grown over with weeds and vegetation, and they just look like marshes at this point. On one side, I'm stressed out because I can't find a viable option to camp out for the night. But at the same time, I look over here and it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, dude. This is some of the most beautiful. Dude, look at this. Hang on. Had to zoom out to get all of this. Look. Oh my goodness. Man, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous here. Minus the trash back there. Well, I took a look at that and it was all marshy and overgrown. I'm not sure that I could even walk around there and pitch a tent. And I came over here to the other side and I now see that there's a sign. Boundary Wildlife Management Area. I think that means fuck off, you can't be here. We can't be on that side, which sucks because that looks like solid ground. Yeah, there's another sign right there. They do not want people in there. Oh yeah, this is looking like prime real estate right here. That felt wonderful. Only scary thing is I'm not exactly sure if I'm allowed to be here, but I'm here. So my idea right now is to just anchor the boat up here, and just in case this is a protected area that I shouldn't be at, I won't be messing with anything. I'm gonna stay on the boat, cook, fish, everything's gonna be good. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry. Just look at this view. Oh my goodness, I have never seen a more beautiful sunset than this one right here. Right where I live, too. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Got supper, ice cold Modelo, and the best sunset I think I've ever seen. Well, it's at that point. These bugs are actually starting to get to me. It's like the darker it gets, the more bugs come out and know that I'm here. But I came prepared, unknowingly. This was just under the captain's seat. I didn't even know it was in here. I started looking around and there it was. Got one more piece of sausage right there. We're gonna be fancy. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Boy, howdy. Sunset's mostly gone. It's about to be completely dark. But yeah, doing pretty good.
Today we salute you, Mr. Boat Trailer Backer Upper Guy.
Yeah, I would say this little trip is perfect. Outside of the fact that I am getting eaten alive, no matter how much of this bug spray I spray on myself. Check it out, the boat pallet. All right, well, yeah, it's getting pretty late and pretty dark. I'm not gonna reel the rods in because they haven't gotten hit yet. I doubt they're gonna get a hit by the time I wake up in the morning. But yeah, I've got my belly full and I'm starting to get pretty tired. So I'm gonna lay down and I will see you guys in the morning. I have probably been more uncomfortable in my life, but probably only 1 or 2 times have I been more uncomfortable than I am right now. I'm exhausted. I'm sure you can see my eyes watering from yawning so much because I'm so tired. But I'm so uncomfortable down here that I just can't go to sleep. No matter how much I toss and turn and change my positions, I'm just so uncomfortable. This is probably just gonna be a long night. Well, good morning. It is safe to say that was one of the roughest nights of sleep I've ever had. Everything's covered in dew, including me and the blanket that I used. Yeah, if I ever do this again, I really need to invest in like a sleeping mat. I slept, so it wasn't a total loss. Definitely could have slept better though. And it's also pretty overcast. It's about 6:15 in the morning right now. It's still pretty out here. It's not supposed to rain and I'm hoping the weather sticks to that. When I say everything's covered in dew, I mean everything. That's something I didn't even think about. Well, the bait's gone. The bait's gone on both of these too. All right, I gotta clean up this hellacious mess. Well, having a bit of an issue. Electric start isn't working. It's probably just a loose battery connection. I mean, it doesn't really matter necessarily because we still have pull start, but electric start is nice to have. Try to wiggle the wires a little bit. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Probably look into it later. What happens if we short the solenoid? That works. Ah. You see that? Looks like a bolt shook itself loose yesterday. Have the key on. Well, the fact that it's spinning the motor over through the solenoid and it's not starting. Might be a bit of an issue, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. We're good. At least the boat motor runs. Well, to make up the lack of energy from sleeping so poorly last night, I went ahead and busted out a cheat code. Do not sleep on hot dogs whenever you're camping. So cheap, so easy, so delicious. Don't ever forget about these. While I'm stopped, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the gas tank. About 8 ounces, exactly that much. All right, like a stripper's clothes, we're off. Turn on my navigation beacon. No GPS position. What do you mean? There it is. Woo! That's kind of brisk feeling. I'm all sweaty and my shirt's wet and there's a lot of humidity in the air. Look at all these birds. What in the world is going on here? There's like dozens of them just flying around. What the hell? I have never seen this before. I hope you guys can see that. Dude, what is that? What does that mean? Also, what are these? Whoa. What kind of bird is that? There are more in that nest. Pretty cool looking bird. The nest is made out of just sticks. That is a dead gar. Right there. And there's another one up here. And the problem behind all of these dead fish is pollution from Atlanta. And now, I'm not a shrill. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just what I've heard. Do your own research. But Atlanta pollutes and then pays the fines for pollution because it's cheaper than actually fixing the pollution problem. See, look at this huge gar right there, dead in the water. Because people don't care to actually pick up after themselves and would rather just dump it here and pay the fine. They don't care. They don't care about the damage they're doing to nature. As long as they can make a quick penny and save a little bit of money, they don't care how many fish die. But yeah, this is probably 100 yards downstream of where I just was. And look at all these plastic bottles and just trash everywhere. And I'm about to go back and show you something. I just saw the biggest gar I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's dead. Oh, it stinks. Look at this thing. That thing's a good 2.5 feet long. I'm gonna remind you, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's just the side that I'm on, thinking that Atlanta doesn't care to pick up after themselves and would rather just pay the fines. There are people saying that it's just the perfect storm of things happening in the river to make the fish die off, like a rapid temperature change, and then the rain waters flushing all the trash down, and something about algae. There are a lot of people that are saying, no, you're trying to cover your ass. It's because y'all are just dumping shit into the river and y'all don't want to say it. So it's kind of a, I hate to say it's kind of a political issue, but I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what kind of issue it is. There's a huge problem here. If it, what, holy shit. Hang on, I'm about to come up here further so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. This is all just garbage. Plastic trash everywhere. It's just kind of collected here. Lamb, 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 lamb. I gotta get away from this. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna jack up my prop. found a boat over here. My motor just died. Well, evidently, I did not add quite as much gas as I thought I did. Okay, a quick word to the wise. If you're gonna buy a gas can, spend the money and get a good one. This thing, I checked the gasket. Gasket's perfectly fine. It's tightened just as tight as I can get it, and it still leaks around the lip. I can't believe we have now burned pretty much 5 gallons since we've been out here. It's the most I've ever burned in a boat. Well, here's the train bridge, the railroad track. Once we go up under this one, and then up under that bridge way up there, keep going. Probably about the distance between this bridge and that one is the distance between that bridge and the boat launch. So we're probably about 3.5, 4 miles from where we need to be. Well, the wind has picked up and it's now very choppy. Everything's kind of shaking itself apart. It isn't dangerous, but it's just, you know, my back already hurts from sleeping there, and all this little bouncing is definitely making it just a tad bit worse. And here we are. And my truck's still here. How about that? I want to park the boat, back the truck, put the boat on the trailer, pull the truck out, and then I'll see y'all. Some things could have gone a lot better. I could have actually found a sandbar for starters. That would have been nice. Bugs could have gone somewhere else. That would have been nice. And I could have caught some fish. That would have been nice. But me just being out on the river where nobody else is and spending the night there, it was nice. Well, anyway, I'm headed home to go see my wife. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.